having salmon again and papaya, but this time it's not teriyaki sauce, it's steak sauce. Ooh, good girl, Saoirse. But I think I finally got sick, which I'm kind of excited about. I haven't been sick in a while, but I think that I am surprised I haven't gotten sick all the way up to this point in the semester, because everybody in my classes, that's not hyperbolic, everybody is always sick. Everybody is coughing, sneezing, crying, I don't know. But a lot of them are also fencers, and so I think that it may have originated on the fencing team. And that's another thing that I think about, because I don't know why there are so many fencers that are neuroscience or psychology majors, or if there's a correlation that exists there. Probably not, but I should ask them what it's like to be a fencer. I've never seen fencing. It looks really difficult. I associate it with chess for some reason. Maybe the linear thinking. I like chess. I wish I could play chess as a pastime, but I think my OCD brain prefers symmetry over strategy, because every move that I make, well, I'm very predictable, because my pawns will go in diagonals and they all stay together, and I always move my knights out to the right and then out to the left, and it's just you'll win really easily with me. And that's not like me just trying to put myself down or fish for compliments. I'm genuinely very terrible at chess, but it's not something that I have interest in improving upon. Hi, Senna. Hi, buddy. Come here. Oh, you are so needy today, but that's okay. Was I talking about something? Oh, my papaya is not as good as yesterday looking, and I'm kind of nervous Saoirse's gonna steal it, but I don't think she would like it very much because it's quite yellow. Not all of it though. And there's a little lime wedge that I actually don't really want to use that much of. Hi, buddy. But that's what I get for going to class. Illness. Which I'm okay with, actually, because today I had my very favorite class of all time, taught by my very favorite professor of all time. And missing one of his classes, you genuinely miss out on. He starts his classes with music, and that really sets the mood. It's usually rocky. And actually, no, today it was Metallica, which was a variation, but he's always entertaining. It's kind of like going to a show. Like, you don't take notes, you just kind of exist there, and he tells you stuff, and it's really interesting, and he's funny. I don't think I've never not laughed in his class. But the class I had before that is my least favorite, so they balance out to an equilibrium of a pretty normal day. Yeah, but the class before that, I'm existing, I'm not laughing. I'm staring off into space. I've actually noticed that I sing a lot of songs in my head during that class. I got through a lot of Zac Brown Band today. That was stuck in my head for some reason. I think people hate on Zac Brown Band for reasons I don't understand and care to investigate. Something about them not being genuine country music, but by my standards, they're definitely country music. And they look like nice people. I know nothing about them, but I would like to believe they're nice people. The Academy Awards are this weekend. Yes? Does anybody know? Do you guys know? I can't ask ChatGPT because my phone is in use. It's occupied. I'm pretty certain it is, because I feel like they're normally in February, so like time's running out. Oh, I still haven't seen The Brutalist. Time is also running out on that. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't have 4 hours. It's not quite that long, but I don't have 3 hours. Yes, I do. I just don't want to think about sitting still that long at this moment in time. I should start eating my papaya so that I'm not sitting here for 55 years. See, that's the hyperbole that I was talking about the other day that I'm trying to be more aware of. The metrics, they make no sense. I hope Conclave wins everything. that A Real Pain does not win. I love Jesse Eisenberg. He's very relatable to me. And I think he's probably very relatable to a lot of people because he openly expresses all of his thoughts, which I respect. And I didn't expect that from his performance in The Social Network because I think I just joined his personality with Mark Zuckerberg, and he's definitely nothing like Mark Zuckerberg. Thankfully. Though I did feel sympathy when Mark Zuckerberg was getting made fun of when that photo of him wearing sunscreen on the wakeboard or whatever was going around. That's not fair. He was trying to protect his skin. And I never wear sunscreen, so like, who am I to judge? Well, he could have rubbed it in. I guess you can be critical of that. Anywho, Jesse Eisenberg made a really good movie called A Real Pain that I saw 3 times because I loved it so much. And the score was really good. I think that about almost every movie. No score will beat the score of Interstellar. The cornfield chase. Not speaking of, because I didn't bring it up yet today, but I think often about music that would make for good alarm clocks. The cornfield chase, that is motivating. That gives me adrenaline, and there's dog hair somehow on my plate. There's dog hair on my dishes when they come out of the dishwasher, which I hand wash them first, so I don't know how that's still happening. But one day I'm gonna miss when there isn't dog hair all over my dishes, so I'll be grateful for it. Actually, thinking about conclave, I saw that Pope Francis, I think he's in the hospital, so I hope that he ends up being okay. I think he has 1.5 lungs, but I think it's been like that since he was 20 years old. I need to fact check myself after this, but I think that sounds correct. I just don't know why. If a pulmonologist, is that a word? Yeah, if a pulmonologist could tell me what's going on with that, I'd be interested to know. But they might have a conclave situation on their hands. Well, they most definitely will eventually because Pope Francis doesn't live forever. Hopefully it's not right now though, because that would be, if ever there was a very, very poor time for the Pope to die, it would be right now. With all due respect. And I like Pope Francis. That's enough thinking. It's time to eat salmon. I get my salmon from Whole Foods, and it's typically pretty good, but I've noticed that the Lane Avenue location is a little bit less consistent. The Dublin location always has very good salmon, except they are out of it very often, so it's a risk to drive all the way to Dublin and leave empty-handed. I think I always feel more tired when I consume too much Instagram. I don't like the way that I said that. I don't like saying that I'm consuming forms of media, but that is like the theoretical analogy for the purpose of this. But I feel like if I'm not consuming something, I'm being consumed by something. And not in like a literal way, but I've never been chill about anything in my life. So when I like something, it's all consuming, unfortunately. And that gets exhausting. So I'd like to be able to find a balance, but I also kind of like that about myself. I like that I'm not nonchalant. I'm quite chalant all of the time. That's all right. You're a boy, Salmon. Oh, you farted, Saoirse. That's okay. She's one gassy girl. One gassy dinosaur. Oh, I know why you're over here. Salmon, I think, is her favorite food. Because one night, no, multiple times, I've left it unattended for less than 5 seconds and then it's gone. Even when I put it in the middle of the kitchen island where I think she can't reach it, she finds it. Because she's got that motivation. No, girl. Down. Good job. I really like steak sauce. If I didn't already say that. I was saying that in my mind. But I have no idea what it's made of. Probably mustard. No, that sounds wrong. Worcestershire sauce. Ketchup? Hey, down. No, it can't be made with ketchup. It's better than ketchup. I don't think there's a man on the planet that hasn't seen Rocky. I dare someone to find a man who's never seen Rocky. Any of them. When I was younger, I got Rocky confused with Chariots of Fire because they were both intense, athletic films with famous scores. No. I feel like somebody is knocking above me. The salmon just made a really disgusting sound. It's the time of the year when I'm nostalgic for fall, but very, very excited for Easter. I don't particularly celebrate Easter, but I love the holiday spirit. I love the bunnies. I love decorating Easter eggs. I think I like the color palette of Easter. That's probably why. Pastels. Not that I wear many colors. Not that I think about that. But I do believe in the pop of red theory. And I don't have any red in my apartment, actually. I have a lot of light pink, though. I love light pink. And light blue and navy. This is just becoming Saoirse's head scratching time. And I think she's okay with it. I'm on the hunt for a good yogurt that is Greek yogurt, but has the cream on top. I haven't found one because I don't know if it exists. Because normally the yogurts with the cream on top are plain yogurt, which tastes like grass. And I want it to be Greek yogurt because that keeps me full. But I want it to have the cream on top because that tastes good. And up until this point, all of the ones that I've tried are plain yogurt with cream on top, and they taste earthly. And I don't like them. Or I discover on modernfarmer.com that they mistreat their cows, which means I don't like to buy them anymore. And it's also very strange because they have cows on the picture, on the yogurt container. No. Good girl, good job. The trainer who is helping out with Saoirse, they're very nice. And I think that they told me I need to be more forceful when I say no. And it's hard because, like, I know that she doesn't mean it. She just, like, wants to love you so hard all the time. But I also don't want to become one of those contemporary parents with the theories that you can never say no because you need to say that sometimes. The word no could save your child from doing so many bad things. I feel like life's kind of boring after the Super Bowl. At least Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. But that's okay because, I've been reading books. It gives me more time to read those. I really liked Stanley Tucci's books, both of them. I love that man. And he was in Conclave, another reason they should win things. I liked the direction of Conclave a lot. It was very engaging. It seemed to span only a couple days because it's just the length of the conclave where they're voting, and it takes probably many, many hours, so it feels like a long time, but the movie felt like years went by. Can you get out of there, please? But it was very, each scene was very staccato. They got straight to the point. Except for one. But I shall not spoil it. Anywho, Stanley Tucci's books, especially, I have the hiccups now, I think. The audiobook, and he reads you his recipes, and I thought I would hate it, but I loved it. Also, A Siren's Call by Chris Hayes, another very good book. It's about attention, but not really. It's kind of about, I also shouldn't try to summarize his hypothesis because that would not do it justice, because it's actually about much more than attention, but it's a good history on the commodification of all of the things that steal our attention. And because we live in a capitalistic society, that makes sense why they are so rampant and so invasive. Also, Walter Isaacson's biographies, but those are pretty well established as very good books. But Steve Jobs was more enjoyable than Elon Musk. Both of them were kind of satirical in the sense that Walter Isaacson wasn't trying to be funny, but the things he was describing were so abstract that it was comical, because these people have some really strange agendas. Well, one of them much more than the other. I think Steve Jobs just had a load of untreated anxiety disorders, but Elon Musk is now part of the duopoly that is our United States government. Meaning him and his 4-year-old. They are the government. Hi, Salmon. I want to go to Colorado. I haven't seen a mountain in many months, and it's building. It's tension that's building in my brain. I just need to go somewhere where I can look at a mountain and then I'll be fine. I would prefer it to be Colorado. Or Seattle. Those are mountains that I've never seen. Hi, Salmon. Okay. I think we have to go take another walk. To practice not barking at our other dog friends.